Good morning. Hello, Holly. Hello, Steve.
Hello.
Hi.
Chris. It's dark out here.
It's so dark 30.
And it is 5 o'clock in the morning, and we just stopped at the Larrabee's and grabbed them, and we're heading to Orlando.
Okay, so Mary, let's start with you. Mary Ann, sorry.
Okay.
Or Marie. Deborah.
Whatever.
All right, Bob.
No, my biggest takeaway is just the power of community.
Okay. Rachel.
I would have to agree with that. This was a really special conference for us because it's the first one that like our family, extended family went to. So our oldest son, John Paul, our daughter, Michelle, and Peyton came to this conference. And so the fact that my family feels comfortable and safe and can make friends with this community, that is so important to us. And I know that we wish that when we were starting a family that we had more friends around us to really just feel safe and be able to talk about things, everything from nutrition to how we're raising our kids, and just feel like we had people on our side and shoulder to shoulder with us in life. And that's what I felt this entire weekend. Like, not just friends are cheering for me, but they want the best for my entire family. That's precious.
So, since I can't say community because they already
You can say community.
No.
We allow duplicate
Because I
answers.
always say community, and community is super important to me. It always has been when it comes to keto because we've never had community before. But I'm going to tell you my biggest takeaway was Nisha. First of all, two things about Nisha Berry. Number one, she is more than just Ken Berry's wife. She can stand on her own.
That's right.
But her whole talk about stop the noise. Just stop the noise. Figure out what's going on. If you are in this situation right now where you're watching 100 YouTubers and doing what 100 YouTubers say to do, turn off 99 of them. Even if that's our channel. But find one that you can identify with and do that. If you can listen to the other ones without doing what everybody else does, just so that you can have community, do that. But if you have to do what every channel is doing, pick one and turn the rest off.
So I did like that Dr. Tony Hampton was talking, like he talked about like his family and how he like wish he would have done it like different at the beginning. Like he was totally like doing vegan. So I like that he talked about like, you know, even if you don't do things perfect with your kids, like they'll be okay, and like you can change things like in the future. Like, so, you know, like if you like, you know, we try with Peyton, but I still feel like, oh, if it's not perfect, but like you're not destroying them. Like you can they're always watching you, like, you know, their whole life. So I thought that was very reassuring for people.
My favorite thing is the level of authenticity. And what I mean by that is like every conference you go to, you know people, you have your friends, you have your community and stuff. But I feel like here, good, bad, or indifferent, people are like everybody, even the top of the top people, everybody is authentically themselves. It is all the skin, all the masks, all of them come off, hilarious or not. And I really enjoy it because, man, let's just see people for who they are. And it's a place where they feel comfortable to do that. And I think that's powerful and unique for a conference.
Okay.
Well, even though I didn't go to the conference, to see how my wife is every day after the she couldn't stop in the car the whole way home, and standing up in front of 200 people and telling a story was something she wouldn't have done a year ago. And to hear that, just my mind was just blown out of the water. So that's my big thing.
Okay.
It was my first conference, and I agree with what everybody said, and there's like so many takeaways, but I think the biggest one for me is the fact that I belong and I am accepted for me as me, because that is something I've never had in my life. And it's so comforting and rewarding to feel like I have a place where I belong and I get to be just me. I don't have to change myself for anybody. They just love me for me, and that means the world to me.
Well, what she said, what he said. And I get to take away all the Rachel hugs I can handle. that was my take.
Okay.
So what everybody else said, community, and sticking to your ketogenic lifestyle, and really sticking to what you feel that your body needs. If you think you need more meat, go get more meat. If you need more fat source, you get more fat source, protein, whatever it may be. You need to listen to your own body, because every person's going to be different. Every person's going to have their different macro count. It's just whatever your body needs. It's kind of what I've learned over our first ketogenic lifestyle here, and the conference that we attended.
Cool.
Similar to the comments about community, one of the things Ben Azadi said on the first day was that when you change, you become a threat to other people's environment. And because we are all in a similar community, we don't pose that threat when we change especially if we're changing for the better. And that is something that is probably one of the most powerful things, and helps us also avoid some preconditioning we might have. So it gives us even more opportunity to make those changes.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squishy, squishy. Oh, this is like Sinky Town.
Sinky Town.
Hi, I'm Miriam. And this is Chris.
I'm Chris.
And we're from Keto Chow.
We are.
What's our line again?
Well, I can go a little bit closer. Give John a little bit better resolution.
We just finished the first day of the Keto Orlando.
Me speak good.
Keto Orlando
Summit.
Health and Wellness
Oh,
Summit.
Health and Wellness Summit.
I know at least it has health in there, but I think it's Health and Wellness Summit. And it's actually been really amazing. I mean, I didn't think it wasn't going to be amazing. We've never been here before, but it's been really fun. We have a booth out in the hallway. We got to see all the people. It's been super
Met
great.
a lot of new people.
Yeah, and they had me get up on stage and say a couple of things. It was so amazing.
Take a minute to stand up for yourself. Stand up to the doctors. Stand up to your mother-in-law. Stand up to anyone who's telling you not to do what you want to do, because you're in charge of you. And it's your body, and you need to do what's best for it. If it's eating butter in front of your entire church, and they're all going to be like, that weirdo is so weird, guess what? I stand up to them. Like, I need to advocate for myself. You need to advocate for yourself, because you're worth it. You're worth it.
They're up there, and I was supposed to tell like kind of my story, but I didn't really tell my story so much as what I'm working on right now, which is mostly just liking myself. Like, I'm working on feeling better about myself in my skin, in addition to the coaching that I've been doing with Robert, of course. So I'm still definitely working on those things, but what I'm most consumed with is liking myself in my skin as I am. And I feel like that's really important. So, and that was the overall theme of what all the ladies talked about this morning. So it was really nice.
And I sat there and watched you.
And you're so cute. I could see you. It made me feel better.
I was amoral support.
Yeah. Did you get to watch any of the presentations?
No.
I did watch part of Joe and Rachel's, mainly because I knew that the baby was going to be in there. I mean, just kidding. I wanted to see Joe and Rachel.
Yeah, we went to a dinner tonight, and I was seated in between Tony Hampton and Maria Emmerich with an empty space where Miriam was supposed to be, but Miriam was playing with a baby. Anyway, but I actually didn't get to go to any of the presentations because I was at our booth, and there were so many new people.
Yeah, it was really
that
nice.
had never tried, or some of them even heard of Keto Chow before, and that was really interesting.
Yeah, it was fun to get to know a lot of new people. So
Yep.
that was awesome.
I got to talk to Gormy Goes Keto a lot.
Yeah, because he was right across from us.
He was right across from us.
It was
So
great
that was
to see him.
That was pretty fun.
The Keto Road.
Yep, good old Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
He's so silly.
He's amazing.
Anyway, but yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah.
Yesterday, which we didn't really do a summary of yesterday, did we?
Yeah, we didn't.
But we got to go to a theme park with Joe and Rachel and the baby and the baby's parents.
Which we love.
It was really interesting. Of note to me was that we went there and didn't bother with food.
Yeah, it's really nice to hang out with a bunch of keto people because our life doesn't revolve around food. And it's really fun to just be able to go, and then you're like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and it actually started raining.
It was really fun. We were just soaked the whole time.
Yeah. It started raining while we were on a roller coaster. And it was hard to see because all the sweat was rolling down our face into our eyes. And so we finished the roller coaster, and then we just sat there. And because there was an empty load in the loading and unloading zone.
Yeah.
And they weren't getting people on, but they also weren't taking us
off.
So
we were just sitting on a ride in the rain.
Just sitting there. And it wasn't a heavy rain at that point.
No.
It was they
like
call
a
it
Utah
spitting.
rain.
It was just little tiny guys.
But we still got soaked.
We did. Except for the lower half of our bodies that were covered up
but
by
you know what
the
was the
thing.
worst, right? So we're in Florida, and it's like really hot here.
Pretty
right?
humid.
It's very hot. So we're walking around this amusement park, super hot, and sweating a lot. Like after a while, I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna be sweaty, and that's just going to be my life right now, and I'm okay with that. So
And then you got wet.
and then we got on that ride, and it's raining as the ride was moving, right? And all of a sudden, my eyes were stinging so bad, and I'm like, wow, the sweat that had been sweating off of my face was in my eyes now, and I couldn't even see. So I did the whole ride with my eyes closed.
Yep.
It was awesome.
I had brought along some of the electrolyte drops and some squeezy water enhancer to kind of flavor them up. And we just had water bottles that we just kept filling up.
Downed them.
And filling
because
up.
we're just so sweaty.
Electrolytes. It was good. We had fun. We got to see the manatees in the rain.
Yeah.
Which was...
It was really cool because we were
really
like
awesome.
looking at the manatees, but then you could look up and you could see the water above that had the rain coming down on it. It was really cool.
Yep. Miriam got to see a beluga whale go poop.
Oh yes, of course you had to talk about that part. I mean, hello, gross.
He pooped on you.
Oh, I got a video of that. Yay.
They were cool beluga whales, though.
They were cool.
Well, it was this interesting
really cool.
area that, like, nobody goes to hardly.
Oh,
there was nobody there.
Nobody was there.
And it was really cold in there because it was like an Arctic zone.
Oh, yeah, there was a big slab of ice. Like,
It was just a cold plate.
Yeah.
And it was just picking up humidity from the air.
And so it was all covered in ice. And so you could see where people had touched the hand. So, of course, we had to go touch it.
Down.
And I'm like, oh, it feels like home. Except not right now. It's not cold right now.
Cool.
But I laid on it. Did you see that?
Did you? No, I did not see that.
I'm soaking wet anyway. Might as well lay on this piece of ice.
Yeah. But it was a good day. And then when we were all done, we went to go eat. Had a yummy meat.
Yes,
it was
at the
delicious.
gala. Yeah, it was really fun.
I mean, yesterday, but tonight.
Oh,
actually,
sorry, I got mixed up.
Yeah, that's okay. The gala was interesting. Whenever we go to these, when you go to a dinner that's at a hotel, hotels, bless their hearts,
Yeah. Well,
they just don't understand.
For the organizers, it's got to be
It's so hard
really expensive.
because it's like, well, it's so expensive and it's so difficult. It's like, no, we don't want bread. No, we don't want bread. No,
don't want
we don't want
croutons
bread.
in
We
the
don't want
salad.
croutons. We don't want this. We don't want
You
that.
don't want cheese
It's like,
steak.
what can I get from you? A cheese plate, a salad, chicken breasts, and well, they were able to do the what are they called? Brussels sprouts, roasted Brussels sprouts, and broccoli. Because that's all the hotel understands. That's all that they usually have set up for people on a ketogenic diet. And there were some desserts out there, but I didn't get them, and I actually didn't see anyone else eating them.
I didn't actually eat at the place.
I know you were playing with a baby.
I was playing with the baby, but for reals though, we came home and got dressed, and I'm like, sometimes I'm just not really happy with the choices that are available.
Yeah.
And I'm on, my specific macros right now, and I knew what I wanted, and so we just made up some bacon and eggs. And
you had some ahead of time, and it was fine.
And I ate bacon and eggs, and I wrote it into Chronometer. I did what I wanted to do. I stayed within my macros, and I am not hungry. I feel great.
Okay.
And I didn't have to do it. And then it was pleasant because I could hold the baby. So then I was a high chair for her, and her mom could feed her, and then it worked out really well.
Okay. So instead of worrying about food,
I worried about the
just
baby.
moved on.
And it was so fun.
Cool.
I hope it's okay if we talk about Sorry, guys.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to talk about?
So we just had a good time hanging out with people, and we'll do it again tomorrow, and we'll see if, one of us could pop into a presentation. Joe and Rachel were talking about, let me think, it's so long ago. It's like a long time ago.
So many hours ago.
I know. I can't remember. I'll have to think on it so you can cut this part out.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Bye.